Good morning. We are 54 days on the CDT. We got a little bit of an earlier start this morning. Looks like some really bad weather is coming in the next few days. So I was going to try to knock out as many miles as I can before it comes in. And hopefully I can find a good camp spot and kind of ride some of this weather out. Ooh, a little sunrise peeking through the trees. Pretty. Yeah, I heard some elk calling last night and this morning. It was pretty magical. And I froze last night, but what's new? So yeah, we're gonna see what today has in store and see what the weather does. According to my Garmin, it's coming in hot at like 1 o'clock. So right after lunch. There is some camp spots by the lake, according to my map. So yeah, we're just gonna see what happens. So cool seeing the clouds down under like that. Like, what a pretty morning. Yesterday I went over Gunsight Pass, and apparently that is the end of grizzly country, or the beginning, depending on which direction you were going. But yeah, so I made it through grizzly country without seeing a grizzly. Y'all, it's so crazy how one side of the mountain I'm content and it feels okay, and then the other side of the mountain I'm literally freezing. I had to like layer back up. Yo, it's been a beautiful morning, and I think this may be one of my favorite sections. Notice I said sections because I can't choose just one favorite, but this is definitely high up on the list. It's been beautiful, magical, tall mountains and valleys and animals. That, it's an old house, and I'm assuming they're barn and horse stable and outhouse. Wonder how long that's been there. I wonder the history behind that. Man, where I got sunburned a few days ago, I am peeling so bad. Like, oh my goodness. It was brutal. That was the one day I didn't wear my hat, and I wish I would have. It was like so hot and exposed, and it was mainly the wind. Yeah, this is really gross. This was a bad sunburn. Like, my nose actually hurts, and it's so raw. 54 days in, and I realized how much can actually happen in a day and how much the emotions can shift living this kind of lifestyle. I started my morning early, wet, and cold, but as I was packing up, I could hear the elk calling again. I took some time and watched the sunrise over the mountain where I seen 2 moose grazing. I watched a few squirrels play, jump from tree to tree, and just live life so effortlessly. It reminded me just how peaceful it is to live so simple and how simple life really, truly can be. Man, today is one of those days where I am struggling to make miles. Having some shoulder pain and my pack feels very heavy. But it's been a beautiful stretch. This has been one of my favorite days. It's been beautiful. But man, it's been hard. This looks like a good swimming hole. Well, I knew that it was going to be raining. There's unpredictable. Let's keep going. Oh my gosh. It happened so quick, guys. All of a sudden, these clouds come out from under the mountain. It starts thundering and rumbling, and a thunderstorm drops out of nowhere. It is a wet kind of rain. Everything is wet because obviously I didn't get a big enough break to put my tent up. So I'm trying to like do it in the rain. Oh, this is not how it was supposed to go as planned. It was supposed to be, I find the best camp spot, I get my tent up, I get water, and then it rains. Instead, here we are. Like, soaking wet. I am drenched. And what turned out to be a magical morning, like, I feel like it backfired. Like, I was enjoying this morning so good, and now I'm cold and wet. I broke my trekking pole, and my hair is caught in my zipper. Story of my life. This is my attempt for laundry in my tent. Don't think it's going to do any good. So I was just looking at a map, and I was trying to figure out a game plan for the next few days. And there are different options to get into Pinedale, but it adds like an extra 10 bonus miles. So at this point, we're going to see what happens. I'm going to totally wing it. This is going to be so exposed tomorrow and so open, so I'm hoping it's nothing too crazy, storms or heavy rain, but yeah, we're just going to get up in the morning and buckle up and go with it and see what happens. I'm just going to try to walk as far as I can.